Hey guys, it's Fox Bronigan with Martial Arts and Philosophy, and today I'm going to teach you some Kung Fu. So to start off with some of my certifications, I'm an NSCA certified personal trainer. I also got my 3rd degree black belt and 3rd degree black sash from the Chinese Shaolin Center, and I've taught various forms of Kung Fu for about 10 years now. I'm hoping eventually to open up my own school. So what I have for you today are 5 basic punches from the system I designed. This system I'm designing is basically using my roots from the Chinese Shaolin Center, plus my knowledge as a personal trainer, and some of my experience fighting to give you what I think will be a very effective program. So to start off with, I'm going to teach you 5 basic fists. And to begin with these fists, you're going to start closing the fingers into the palm of the hand. You're going to press the thumb up against those top 2 knuckles. And when we're striking, we're going to use these first 2 knuckles to hit. These last 2 are going to be smaller, and it's more likely that they're going to get broken. Which means you have to keep your wrist as straight as possible so that those first 2 knuckles can make impact with the target and you don't get this cocking backward or torquing to the side motion. You want to have that straight on. So when you're striking the target, it really just hits those top 2 knuckles. So the first fist that I'm going to show you, I'm backing up so you can see my feet because that's going to be really important for this. It's going to be from a long guard stance. From a long guard stance, you're going to have about 60% of your weight on your front leg and about 40% on your back leg. This leg is going to have the knee slightly bent but be relatively straight. This forward one, you can bend the knee forward a little. You want, like I said, about 60% of your weight on that foot. The heels are going to be lined up and the toes are going to be pointed off at 45-degree angles here. This is going to give you stability forward. And that back heel is going to keep you from going backwards, which is going to be important because when you hit a target, that energy is essentially going to get translated into the back of your heel. And so if you have a strong stance, you can really press the target forward as opposed to falling back yourself. That front hand is going to be a palm like this. The thumb is going to be tucked into the forefinger. These fingers are going to be closed together. You're going to form a half moon with your arm. It's kind of half moon shape. This is going to be protecting your face. This is going to be up basically so you're looking at this part of the thumb that's about eye level, maybe nose level. From here, this is going to be able to block to the right and to the left very easily. And it'll give you an advantage as far as timing is concerned over somebody with a short guard like a boxing guard. Because you're going to have more time to be able to react when you block these things. It's going to take longer for the arm to move all the way to your face, and you only are going to have to do this very small motion. And this is really what Kung Fu is about. This is these little kind of tiny tricks that you can put into fighting that make you look really, really fast, when in reality, you're just being smart and honestly just doing a little less work than your opponent. So your hand is up here. The other hand is going to be about chest level, or about the sternum. Same hand position, thumb tucked, fingers together. This is going to be blocking the inside of your body here, defending this area. You can block anything that comes towards your groin or chest or rib cage. Also, this arm is going to be very easy for you to drop it and kind of protect the rib cage if anything comes in there. So this is your stance. It's the long guard stance. So the first fist is going to be the horizontal fist. Horizontal fist is really easy. We're just going to form that fist that I talked about earlier with that hand. We're going to bring the shoulder, elevate the shoulder, and extend those knuckles outward and drop it back. So we close, extend, notice I'm torquing the hip out and dropping back. Extend and drop back. And at speed, it's just like that. Shoot out. Everything's going to happen at the same time. You can use the other hand to do this as well. When you do this, you're going to bring the right hand close in to protect the face. You're going to turn that front foot at a 45-degree angle. I'm going to lift the back heel off the ground. I'm going to close this into a fist. And I'm going to extend those knuckles forward. And notice that that hip is rotating all the way out, which is why I'm opening this foot up. So I'm here, here. And that's going to allow me to reach my target in the same way that this kind of torque out is going to allow me to reach my target from this attack position. So from here, hand comes in, form that fist, turn that foot out 45 degrees, pop that heel up, and extend that backhand. So we're here, and relax. Before you do any of these punches, I highly recommend that you stretch out. This is really easy to pull something, especially if you're not used to these jerky motions. You're going to have to train your muscles to have this kind of elasticity when you're striking, which just comes from doing the punches, honestly. And you'll get faster with time if you practice these things. So that's fist number one. Fist number two is going to be the back fist. The target for the back fist is going to kind of be the bridge of the nose or the temple. But what we're going to do with this one is you're going to form that fist again. The hand's going to rotate downward and then arc over top. And this should be striking them on the bridge of the nose. Boom. Just like that. Fist, rotate it downward, come over top. At speed. Cool. Alright, you can do the same thing with the backhand, just like we did with the horizontal fist. In this case, we're going to bring this right hand in. This left hand is going to arc downward. Right foot's going to turn out at 45 degrees, just like before. Heel's going to come up, just like before. Pop. Hand comes in, form that fist. Foot goes out, arc that hand down, heel comes up. Fist goes to the bridge of the nose. At speed. Usually what this is going to be doing is this will be arcing over, kind of blocking someone's hand downward and then coming up. That's why we're doing that little spinny circular motion. It's not just for show. The next technique we have is going to be a twist hit. In the twist hit, you're going to form a fist with that front hand. You're going to arc the hips to your left if you're in a right side forward stance. And those knuckles are going to come across the face like that. Notice I'm kind of exaggerating and extending my back. So that's the twist hit. Same thing can happen with that back hand. What we're going to do here is we're going to bring that hand in. We're going to turn that foot out just like before. Turn the heel out. This hand is going to come up a little, form a fist, strike across the face. You're going to coordinate that hip motion with that strike. So your hip and your fist should be moving together. So at speed. And there you go. That's going to be the twist hit. The next fist is going to be a box. Boxing, we're coming up and we're kind of hitting them on the side of the head. The same way that you do with the twist hit, except we're coming around this way. It's almost like we're going to do a hook, except we're using the top two knuckles here. So from here, what we're going to do is we're going to create a fist with this hand. This little hand is going to make a little tiny circle right there. As you do that circle, you're going to turn your hips. So once again, the hips always move with the hand. So create a fist, arc it downward, hit. Fist, downward, hit. So at speed. Backhand, same thing as we did before. Hand's going to come in, kind of protect the face. This foot's going to turn out at a 45-degree angle. Form a fist, heel comes up, box. Bring it back. Hand comes in, 45-degree angle. Close this left hand. Heel comes up, box. At speed. Alright, so that's going to be the box. The final fist that we're going to do for today is going to be the hammer fist. The hammer fist can really strike anywhere. It can go to the top of the head, rib cage, but today we're going to arc it down to hit the groin. So to do this, we're going to form a fist with our front hand again. The hand's going to arc down. We're going to dip our body a little and strike to the groin. So we're here, close the hand, strike. As I do this, try to bring this hand up and kind of protect the face here. Because when we bring this hand down like this, we've left our face open, which means you can get struck here. You're going to bring your fist up, or your hand up, kind of take any blows that come in this way. So you're here, down. Here, and down. At speed. This time, notice that my heel's kind of popping out this way. I'm almost turning my stance in the opposite direction. And I'm coming back. Once again, we can do the same thing with the back leg. In this case, the hand's going to come to the left side of the face. This is going to protect us because we're going to be exposing this side of the body. So the hand's going to come to the left side of the face. We're going to turn that foot out at a 45-degree angle. Bring this left hand up. Arc it down as we pop that heel out in the back and hit low. So, hand comes in, form that fist, foot turns out, heel pops up, strike low. That's its speed. This is just a little pop to the groin. A lot of the techniques in Kung Fu are going to be fast. They are going to deal a lot of power to the opponent initially. You're going to hit them with something kind of quick, easy, and then you're going to deliver some kind of technique like a sweep, like a thrust kick that's really going to finish the job. You can do thrusting motions with your hands, but these, and this is important to note, are going to be snapping motions. We intend to hit the target and come back. We're just going to pop, just hit them real quick and retract, just like that. Finally, the muscles that we're using for this are going to be primarily the tricep. Notice when I'm punching that my tricep is extending. The next muscle is going to be the anterior deltoid. Notice when I lift my arm, that's the anterior deltoid that we're using. And I do that when I punch. My arm is lifting. And the final group of muscles are going to be the pectoralis and the serratus anterior. So the pectoralis is going to be the closing motion. This is going to be more important for things like hooks, where notice we're closing the entire chest. But even when I do a basic punch, notice that my shoulder is getting closer to my chest. And when that happens, I'm using the pectoralis. I'm also using the serratus anterior, which is for spinal protraction. Or scapular protraction, I'm sorry. So I'm extending the scapula forward with these little muscles in my side here. So those are the muscles you're going to want to train if you want to work your punches. But the best way to work punches is just play around with them, just punch. And I'm going to come up with some basic routines for you, like I said in this video, so you can strengthen those muscles if you like learning Kung Fu and you want to improve your strength and your speed along with your actual skill. So that's it for today, and until next time, I'm Fox Braun, this is Martial Arts and Philosophy, and thank you for watching.